Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Leanna and today we're talking about motivation. You know what? Sales is probably the number one motivator for most of us in this business. The better our sales, the more we feel like doing the work. That makes total sense to me. But what happens when the sales aren't there? You're doing the work and you're not being rewarded with those sales. What happens? Well, for me, it means that I didn't want to do the work. It means it was like pulling teeth to get up and do the listing or go to the office and do some photography or whatever. It was like pulling teeth for me. And I knew it was bad and I knew I had to dig deep and get back to work, even though the sales weren't really behind me. So what happened? What did I change? What did I do that has helped me go, yeah, you know what? I'm back on track. So I do have a few tips and tricks, things that I put into place that have really helped me out in the last month and a half. We're going to start with number one, and that was I chose a task that actually makes me feel very productive in my business. It's not the task that I absolutely love the most, but it's a task I like doing and a task that makes me feel that I'm doing the work, because it was really important for me to feel that I was being proactive in my business. So for me, that task was actually listing or relisting or doing something, sitting down at my computer, typing away and playing with my listings. For me, sitting down at my computer doing it just makes me feel that I'm working. And that was a really good thing for me. So if you've been around the channel, you know a few weeks ago, I went through both of my Poshmark closets. I delisted, I relisted, I changed the backgrounds on like 95% of my listings. And I went through both closets and did them. I also played with like the titles and things like that as well and fixed any spelling mistakes because that happens sometimes. That really helped me feel that I was doing something good, something productive, something proactive, and it really did help. And it also helped with sales because you know what? Just being active was helping a lot. And then putting some new sort of fresh sort of photos in did really help with sales. So that helped as well. Now, I know a lot of people out there would be like, do what you love. Okay, well, I love sourcing. And sourcing can be a fantastic way to get motivated because you could find a really great item that you're excited about. Like, for instance, I'm still not really sourcing yet. I might go Thursday to the bins. I might not. But yesterday I went into my local Mission thrift store because I was looking for a sweatshirt for myself. And I happened to go up the jacket aisle and I ended up picking up a Lululemon Spring Fling jacket, I think it's called. It's a little puffer jacket for $8. I was ecstatic. I was like, it was almost a start the car moment, almost. I got home, did the comps, going, yep, okay, this is a great pickup. I am so motivated to get that to the office, get it prepped and steamed and photographed so it can be listed. So I understand that sourcing can be a great motivator, but if you have a pile here that's not listed and a pile there that's not listed, sourcing might not be the best thing for you because you're going to be adding to those piles. Now, if you really want to source and it'll really help you out, maybe you could make it a game. Maybe you could say, okay, I'm going to go in and I'm going to spend 20 minutes, half an hour, spend $20 or whatever it is. Just sort of put a little bit of a limit on you. Make it a challenge. Make it a, what can I find for the best? Like for the best comeback. I can't say it. What can I find that will sell for the best money? That kind of a thing. And you know, if you put limits on it, then you won't be contributing to your piles, which would be a good thing, and we're going to talk about that in a minute. So the next thing that you can do is get organized. If you are working in a cluttered, messy place, or if you're like me and my photography area at the office was just, it was a mess. It was full of stuff and things that didn't belong and piles of stuff, and I went in and organized it, and Paul's been there organizing it. It just feels so much better. I have a clear mind when I go there. I can see what has to be done. It's not cluttered and it's very easy to go in and do what I have to do. So getting organized and cleaning up your office space or your photography area can really, really help. If you're already done that, you can clean up your listings. You can go through your listings and make sure there's no spelling mistakes. You can put away your listed inventory, get it away, make sure everything in that tote is listed. Do things like that. It'll sort of kickstart that I'm in business mode, and it will help you in the long run. Number 3, I think we're on. Those big jobs, when you're feeling overwhelmed, put them into smaller jobs. You know what? If you have death pile upon death pile, take a bunch of them. Take 10 or 20 of those items, put them in one place, deal with them first. Don't look at the rest. Do the prep work first, then do the photography, then do the drafts, and then do the listing. I've been doing that this past month. I've been going to the office and saying, okay, and for me, a time frame works as opposed to an item sort of number. So like, for instance, today I'm going over to the office for 2 hours. I'm doing that because I have an appointment and it just fits into my schedule. So for 2 hours, I'm going to take photography. I'm going to take photos because I already did my prep work. I went and spent 2 hours at the office yesterday doing all the prep work. So everything is hung up, ready to go to be photographed. So I'm very excited to do that. So, just take 2 hours. That's nothing in a day, and get one little job done. And just doing that really helps you. You're not going to feel overwhelmed, because if you see a big pile of stuff, you've got, oh my God, I've got to, this has got to be done, and then this has got to be done, and then, oh my God, I got to do that, and then I got to come home and do that, and I got to do that. And it's like, I don't want to do anything. So break it into smaller jobs. It is really a huge trick when you want to be motivated. If you want to get something done, breaking it up into manageable tasks really does help you out a lot. Number 4 or 5, I don't know the numbers right now. Take a break. If you need to get away from your business, do it. Just take a break. Go to a place in your home that does not have your business in it, whether that's your living room, your bathroom, your bedroom, whatever it is. Maybe you take a walk outside. Take that break. Take a step away from all social media, anything to do with your business. Go for a walk. Just mentally just go away and come back at it when you're feeling more rested. That is a really good tip, because a lot of people think they have to go, go, go. There's this you got to always be doing something kind of mentality that is not healthy at all. Also, when you take a break, take a break away from social media, because it can be quite frustrating if you're in a certain mindset. Don't compare yourself to anybody else's progress, because your progress is your own. If I say that, I want to do 10 listings today, that's perfect. If you want to do five, that's perfect. You have to keep in mind you and your business, and forget about everybody else. In a sense, they don't matter. If I say to you, I did a listing challenge, but it was for me, and it was just for me, and I hope I didn't make anybody feel that they had to keep up, because I couldn't even keep up to the challenge. But if you're like that, take that step away from social media if that's part of your life. Like, I scroll TikTok, because TikTok I have no reseller content on whatsoever. So it is just mind numbing. It is just fluff upon fluff. And it really gives me that break. The last thing is to remember why you're doing this. I asked Paul this morning, I said, honey, what is it, what motivates you when you're not getting the sales that you want? What makes you want to do the work you have to do? And he's like, nothing. Because he was just frustrated. He goes, no, you know what? Sometimes I have to remember that I don't want to work for somebody else ever again. And that really helps me motivate myself to go and do what I have to do. So remember why you're doing this business. Is it for that extra income? Is it for a vacation? Is it for a new car? Is it because you're like Paul and I, and you just love working for yourself and you don't ever want to work for somebody else again? Remember your why. All right, that is it for today. Let me know down below in the comments what you do to motivate yourself, and let's see if we can learn from each other. And that's it. I'll see everybody on Friday. Have a very good week. Bye.